this is what we're going to say. We can give an idea about review of popular courses for fall 2017. What are the courses which niche courses which students are looking for apart from the popular courses? Okay, and why should we evaluate profile? How should we evaluate and why should we evaluate a profile? How do you select universities? What are GRE score and universities, and question answer session? This is what we are going to do. I'll make sure I run very fast till GRE score ranges and university. We'll have a detailed question and answer session. Okay. Can you guys tell me which would be the popular courses? Which are the usual popular courses people are applying for? Okay, computer science is one thing, right? Mechanical, computer science, automobile, okay, civil, right? Okay, the courses are specialization. Okay, how many of you are really looking for the general computer science or general courses, and how many of you are looking for any specialization? No, I'm looking for the power electronics. I'm looking for embedded system. How many of you are looking like that? What is the specialization you are looking for? So each one of you have a specialization. That's really good. Okay, that is what we should be focusing on. And if you have in general courses of general specialization, that's absolutely no issues. There are a lot of courses, lot of university which has masters in general masters, where there are a lot of offerings available for you. And of course, most of the university will also have specializations. Okay, we can also focus on that. Okay, so we not worry much about it. Right. So like you said, most of the courses which students apply for, if you ask a bucket where which most of the student cover is computer science, mechanical, electronics and electrical, MIS, civil, okay, industrial or engineering management, biotech, okay, or bio-related courses. Okay, if you ask me what are the, okay, if you ask me what are the other courses which students apply for, okay, see there's nuclear engineering, there's renewable engineering, the operation research, planetary science, and courses which deal with bacteria which is living in the extreme conditions. See, what I'm trying to say is the unique courses for your profile. Okay, don't select courses which satisfies your overall need. If you're looking for a particular course, there are courses available. There are plenty of courses in all the sectors where people do apply, and if you have a focus on that. Don't just leave it because you're not able to find university. There are university, just that it comes in a different department. For example, if you're looking more into a software engineering course, computer engineering course, it doesn't come under computer science department. It comes under electrical department. So you have to check for the courses like that. Okay, don't just select a course and look into university just in computer science because you're dealing with computer engineering. Or for that matter, if you're looking at let's say MIS, okay, it can come under engineering school or the business school. Okay, so you have to be very selective on how you're going to choose a course. Okay, so according to you guys, what is a profile? What do you think a profile will consist of? Okay, what exactly is a profile? Okay, okay, our GPA, academic background, achievement says, okay, Namrata, Sunny says GRE GPA, right? Okay, correct. See, most of your focus would be your GRE or GPA or IELTS, everything. But most importantly, some of you have left out. Only I think Zini has said it correctly and Shahil has said it correctly. Your statement of purpose. Your statement of purpose in your SOP also has a good value. Okay, because usually statement of purpose looked as a replacement for an interview. Okay, I'm not able to bring this guy from India and do an interview. How should I go about it? Okay, I'll ask a statement of purpose. And if you're applying for university which are ranked really well, there are different types of essay: ethical dilemma, research assistantship essay, scholarship essay, financial statement essay. There are lots of essays. Okay, so you have to be very, very right in approaching the essays, because some university will ask for a personal statement and your research statement. So personal statement shouldn't consider anything about your subject, but you should consider about why do you want to do this course. Okay, and research statement should always look at the research area of it. So when you're going to look into university, you have to see what are the university requirements are, and that is how you have to shape your profile. Your profile building is not just about your getting a GRE scores and GRE marks. It's about a complete process. Okay. Um, okay. These are the important things. Okay. Undergrad, university, or college. Yes, it is important. GRE, TOEFL, or IELTS. If most of you are applying for GRE, IELTS. Okay. When are you writing your GRE? How many of you are writing a GRE? How many of you are writing IELTS? Okay. GRE. Okay, IELTS, both. Okay, so how many of you? Okay, some of you are applying to write both. Okay, both is good, but again, if you're applying for both, there's one concern. Okay, money. Apart from the money, you have to focus on your time. GRE after you TOEFL after you write a TOEFL, you'll take 15 days to get a scorecard, and IELTS might take equal amount of time. So you have to plan it if you are going to write both exams. So if you take an exam like 15th of October, you take a TOEFL. You shouldn't wait too long to write your IELTS. You have to get your scorecard also well in advance. So I would suggest you focus on one particular exam. Okay, because both are language exams, and if you're focusing only on US, I think you should go for TOEFL. And but some of you, how many of you feel that IELTS is easier? Because some my friend told me IELTS is easier, so I'll write IELTS. How is that? Okay. Sunny says TOEFL is easier. Okay. I feel there's no difference as long as you prepare well. Okay. Yes, the environment and the scoring pattern can change. Okay. Some say because TOEFL is IELTS is more into British, the language is more understandable. It's totally up to you. But I say if you are able to perform well, I think you can definitely do it. Okay. Is TOEFL compulsory with GRE? Yes, it is. TOEFL is compulsory with GRE. Okay. Any of the language tests is compulsory with your GRE. Even some university may not accept your GRE, but they'll be ready. But they definitely need a language score. Also, score of 105 is really good strategy. Okay. Right. Moving on. Okay. See, when I talk about your research work, paper publications, and profile, okay, you should also focus on what kind of projects have been done. How related is it to your field of interest? Okay, you can't just do a project which is not related and ask them to say, "Hey, I've done 5 projects. Why don't you give me an admin?" No, it's not relevant. It should be very relevant. It should be very perfect to your to your profile. See, I'll give you a tip here. Okay, usually what you can do is you can look into if you're in second year or third year. Okay, and you have enough time to plan a project. What you can do is you can focus on certain universities. See what score you're getting. If you're getting 310 score, you can look into U today, Arizona State, Sunny Buffalo. Look into the university and see what type of professors and what type of research or project they're doing. And if you're really sure that you're going to plan your master's, then do a project based on the professor's research area. That obviously is going to help you also. But when you're writing SOP or when you're going to apply for those university, it adds additional value for it. Okay, you can find what kind of common research is happening in the university. There are common research. Most of the researches will happen in artificial intelligence. If you look at computer science, or if you're looking at mechanical, mostly into e-transfer, it goes on that particular area. So you have to check with the research that will boost your profile. That is why see, you are doing a research in this area. My project is similar. Why don't you give me an admit? We can work together and make sure that project is good. So that is how you become enterprising. That is how you improve your profile. That is how you showcase your profile in a much better way. Okay. Next thing is LOR. Get a LOR from a very good person. Okay. Need not be PhD, but if the PhD person is really good, but the person should know you well. Okay. They should be able to give inputs, or they should be able to write an LOR saying that how well they know you and how well they know your aspirations of doing a master and what you're going to do after that. Okay. See, I would ask you to focus on SOP. Okay, as you focus on a GRE and TOEFL. Some of our students, what they do is they'll tell, okay, it's SOP, I'll do it in the last week before applying. No, your SOP will take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks time of your time. Okay, you need to invest your time in SOP. It's just not writing a story about you. You're persuading someone to give an admit. You're not just telling about your do's and don'ts. You're telling about, okay, this is who I am. Okay, this is what I want to be, and how I'll be helpful for you, and how the university will be going to be helpful for me. You have to write about it. So what you have to do is you have to look into each and every university, see what they are doing, who's a professor, what research is happening, and how do you focus on that. Okay, are we clear? What is LOR? LOR is a letter of recommendation. You get from someone who's going to recommend, okay, this person is good at this particular course. You can take him to university. It's usually written by a manager or your professors or HOD or project guide or internship guide. Okay, right. Moving on. Okay, moving on. Why profile evaluation? See, okay, let me ask you this question. Which is your dream university? Where do you see yourself in next 2 years, 3 years time? Where do you see yourself? Which is your dream university? Where do you want to be? Okay, Stanford, CMU, Penn State, California, top 10, Caltech, Georgia Tech, Humboldt, Purdue, SJSU, Carnegie Mellon, right? SJSU. Okay, anything with a salary of who not K, okay, 100K, right? Okay, good. I ask you one more question. I ask a follow-up question for it. How many of you sure that you'll get into this university? How many of you are not sure? How many of you are sure that you'll get into it? Okay, most of you are not sure. Some of you are confused. Very few of you are sure. See, why we ask you to do profile evaluation before you do anything is because you have to understand whether what is the possibility. I can't have an expectation of Michigan and Ann Arbor and scoring 310 and expecting Michigan and Ann Arbor just because I'm applying. No. So you have to consider certain factors. Okay. When you're applying for a university, you have to consider the factor that you're competing with a huge number of people who are already not just from India, from already from China, and where the population quite high, where the lot of application comes in. So there's a competition, and because of the competition, and because there are too many people who are applying for it, your profile, even though you feel your profile is good, it should be very competitive to others. So you have to make sure your profile is good in all terms, not just by a GI score, but a SOP and LOR, everything. Okay, so set a right expectation. Okay, don't you can apply for high risk university, 4 to 5 high risk university, or 1 or 2 university which you feel that okay, let me just try my luck here. Okay, but I will ask you to set your expectation on right, focus on a GRE score, focus on a profile, and choose university according to it. Okay, so doing a profilation will help you to know where you stand. Okay, most important, understand what are the chances of you getting in, and what exactly is a weakness and strength. For some of you, okay, how many of you have a backlog or a arrear or a keep term, or how you call it? Anyone of how many of you have it? How many of you don't have it? Okay, some of you have, some of you don't, some of you have a good number of backlogs. Okay, that's your weak area. Okay, if you don't have it, it's fine. But when you have it, how do you project yourself better? Okay, what do I write in my SOP? What should my content in my project be? Okay, that's where your thinking should be. Okay, or what type of university should I aim? Or what type of course should I get? If I have to select a university, I'm not going to select a university. Okay, my friend is studying here, so I'll go there. No, what is the profile of your friend? How well is your profile suiting your friend's profile? Is your friend profile and your profile are same, or the senior's profile are same? No. How different it is? What should I improve? Focus on that. That should be a focus in getting a right university. Okay. Let me see whether your understanding is right. Okay. Then based on it, we go further. I've listed out 4 or 5 departments. Okay. So I'll show you a score. Tell me which are the university you can get in here. You tell me which is ambitious, moderate, safe for this category. Okay. 310 to 315 for computer science. Where do you think you'll get it? Okay. As an ambitious, tell me whether it's ambitious, moderate, safe. Okay. Arizona, I still put it in ambitious because the competition is quite high. It's okay. Florida, Arizona, TAMO, UFL will be on the ambitious side. TAMO will be quite on the ambitious side. North Carolina State University is very selective, so it will be really ambitious. Okay. I'll tell about biotechnology. See, I haven't brought biotechnology, but the overall structure I can definitely give you. Okay. Sunny Buffalo, yes, you can have a chance. Sunny Buffalo, UTD, maybe Riverside, Northeastern, correct. SJSU on a safer side, UTD, I wouldn't put safe. Okay, I'll put safe only if it's more than 315. Otherwise, I put it achievable. UCLA, it's quite ambitious. Okay, you need a score around 330, 328. Okay, Syracuse, there's a good chance, yes. Okay, so you have got an idea. If you ask me what would be a moderate safe, I would say safe would be if you have work experience, UNCC, University of North Carolina, Charlotte, or Syracuse. If your score is more than 315, I would say Syracuse is safe. Buffalo, Sunny Buffalo would be on the achievable side. Okay, if your score is 315, and Northeastern on the achievable side if your score is 315. Ambitious side, I will still put Arizona State and University of Florida on the ambitious side because Arizona State, even though it's a large university, large intake, they focus on a GPA also. Okay, and their priority is more on GPA, so that is also important. And for Florida, sometimes they do accept a score between 315 to 320, but usually they are around 319, 320 range. So that's why I'm putting it ambitious. Okay, I'll just to give an idea. Okay, as we go forward, we'll see. Okay, maybe we can go to the next course. Okay, based on the course, I can give an also an idea. Okay, how many of you are applying for MIS? Okay, business analytics, MIS. Anyone? Okay, good number of you. Right. Okay, can you tell me where you can get in the score of 321 to 325 in MIS? Where do you get in? Anish, aerospace. Okay, I think you have a lot of doubts. I think a lot of you guys have a lot of doubts. Please give me some time. I'm going to finish my slides. Based on it, we can definitely talk. CMU, IUB, Washington, University of Chicago. Right. See, UCM, CMU, you can definitely try. Carnegie Mellon, you can definitely try. Okay. We have few students even at the score of 305, 310, whom we helped in admission process have got into CMU. Okay. Of course, they had work experience, but apart from that, we show a profile. We have students who have gotten that. So you can usually try if a score is more than 310 itself, you can usually try to Carnegie Mellon for ISM course. They have a 1 year course, 12-month course, and so 1 year course, 16-month course, and a 21-month course. So you can basically look into it. Okay, I would say Florida also has chance. Okay, University of Arizona is really good for MIS. Indiana University Bloomington is really good. It will be an achievable side, and I would say TAMU also would be an achievable side. Maybe you can see whether you can any of the top uh, Wisconsin doesn't have much of the coursework. Okay, you can look into Wisconsin for computer science. That is good for Wisconsin's computer science. Twin Cities, I will put in an achievable side if the score is 325 and if you have work experience. Okay, before I go for a doubt clearing session, I have one more slide. After that, I'll go for a doubt clearing session. Okay, what should you consider while selecting a university? Okay, according to you, what all would you see in a university? What do you think? Okay, if these categories are there, I'll definitely go and look into university. What would you look at? Funding. Uh, if you don't have work experience, not drawback. It's good if you have work experience. Okay, funding, STEM program, course, job, faculty, finance, mechanical, engineering, weather. Okay, placements, scholarships, stipends, funding. Most of you are looking at funding, placement or scholarship. Okay. Okay, I'll ask you one more question, just a follow-up question. How many of you say that only if you get a funding, I'll definitely go, otherwise I won't go? How many of you are looking like that? Or how many of you are saying I don't care, I'll definitely need an admit? Okay, see, I'll give a tip for you guys like this. Okay, funding is important, of course, no denying of that fact. But if you're just focusing on funding, you're leaving out good university. What is happening in US right now is, at least for last 2 years, what is happening is they're saying, okay, I'll definitely give you funding, but come work under me or study under me for next 6 months. Show me that you are really good. I'll give you funding in the second semester. Okay, most of our students who go there get funding in the second semester. Even if you don't get in the first semester, don't feel that, okay, no, I shouldn't apply or I shouldn't go. Don't worry. Please go there, perform really well. You'll definitely manage your funds and you can get it. Okay, apart from part-time jobs, see, part-time jobs, your extracurricular jobs will definitely give you some value. Okay, but being an RA, TA, GA will give you a good funding. Okay, so when you go there, when you go to a good university and when you're selecting the university based on, okay, why funding is one thing. Okay, how do you know the university are having a good funding? Okay, can you answer this? How do you know a university has a good funding? Don't know, not sure, I'm not sure. Internet, website, university website doesn't say how much of funding they have. They say that that's a good funding. Alumni, federal building, federal funding, contact. Okay, I'll give a tip again here. Okay, research area. Okay, you have to see what kind of research is happening, how relevant is the research, and whether the research is current. If one particular department has good number of research, it means that it has a good funding. And if doesn't have good research, it doesn't have good funding. Okay, but most of the university, even the top 150 university in US, have a good funding for research. If you take any department for a matter, except maybe MIS, because MIS is not research based program. Okay, but there are researchers, but not as high as any other department. The biotech, mechanical, computer science, any course you named has good research happening. I have not looked into a course class Eskimo science, as in people living in extreme conditions. There's research happening on that. Okay, I've not heard of it until one of my students joined is from that course. The the research is happening, but you have to see how research. See, some university what they do is they give a list of research is happening, but some of the research would have been ended a couple of years back. So just don't blindly follow that. Look into it. What's the current research? When it's going to complete it? Some university will tell, okay, this research will complete in 2018. That means that there's a research funds available until 2018. Okay, so you can get an idea through research, not just by looking at the website. Are we clear? For any department, need not be English, need not be chemical, any department for that matter. Okay, I would say focus on the courses offered. Okay, look in the rank of the university, faculty profile, your internship. Okay, see, faculty profile is really important because of the funding. Okay, your faculty profile. See, there's a system in US where a faculty profile should publish papers. Okay, a faculty should publish papers. So what a faculty will do is they look into the research area, they'll talk to private funders, they'll arrange a fundraising event, they'll get money, they'll start the research. Of course, they're not going to do a research alone. They need someone to help them out. That is where graduate assistants come in. That is where PhD scholars come in. That's where you're going to come in. So look at the faculty profile, understand where you're going to stand. Based on it, apply for it. Okay. Look into internship, placement, and international population is very important, because when you're working with someone, when you're working there, we have to understand that, what kind of students they are. See, it also gives an idea. If too many Indians are there, too many international students are there, you can understand the university is very reputed, really famous. I can apply there for sure. But that shouldn't be the only criteria. For example, how many of you have heard, let's say, Southern Methodist University? Southern Methodist? Most of you say no. Some of you say yes. Somebody says, not heard. Okay, right. See, but again, it's one of the best universities for your business analytics. Okay, for business courses, is bang on in the center of Dallas. So job opportunities are plenty. So just don't believe or don't think, okay, I've not heard of the university, is not good. No, it's not a fact. It's not a fact at all. Your fact believes that, okay, the department, the university, the research work, what is happening there, and how good it is. I personally wouldn't suggest you to go looking at a ranking, but ranking can be one aspect, but look into overall structure, look into overall profile.
Okay, so thanks a lot for attending the session, guys, and I hope to see you on the future sessions as well. And those who have missed out on a couple of resources that a lot of people have got in this particular session, the earlier on slides, I given all the links over here itself. and kindly do make full use of the offer opportunities that we are giving in order to gain the right kind of assistance for your admission process as well. Okay, that will be very, very helpful if you're planning to go for the fall 2017 semester and apply to all these universities at the right time. Okay, for now, this is Arjun signing off, guys. Have a great day and happy learning.